In 2023, Chinese equities have underperformed the US stock market by a lot, and this year they are continuing to do it. There are a lot of problems on the Chinese economy, on Chinese companies, and during this video we'll talk about what are these problems, how they are affecting the biggest companies on China like Alibaba, JD, Pinduoduo or Tencent, and what could be or what can we expect for the future for these companies and what is the outlook for the Chinese economy overall. And then we can talk about what are our outlook for these companies as well. So first let's start. When you see Alibaba, JD, Pinduoduo and Tencent are underperforming the stock market. Tencent and Alibaba are flat, but JD and Pinduoduo are down 11 and 7%. And if you compare in the beginning of this month, JD was down 20%, Pinduoduo 15%. When you look into the latest year, only Pinduoduo was the outlier that have beat the S&P 500. The other companies, JD is down 50 in the last year. During the last year, JD is down almost 55%, Alibaba 26%, Tencent 23%, while the S&P 500 is up 22%. There are being a lot of problems on China. The first one, there has been a sluggish economic growth. What could I say that? China was expecting to grow faster, more rapidly. Last year, 2022, was the year that it was expected for the Chinese economy to rebound, and it didn't happen. That's the main reason why Chinese stocks are not recovering yet. China economy is facing a number of headwinds. Their property market is slumping. Their exports are being slowing, and there has been problems with the inflation as well. Not higher inflation, but deflation, because Chinese population is expecting to decrease, and they might have a lot of problems, and investors are afraid of that. Other reason for these stocks to be down is policy uncertainty. Chinese government has been tightening its regulatory grip on the tech sector, especially like on Alibaba, Tencent, and investor sentiment has been down. The investors are afraid to invest on China because of government. There are a lot of uncertainty about the future direction of China economic policies. That has been one of the key reasons why the stock has performed so bad during the last few years. But this sentiment is starting to change, I do believe. Government has been doing stimulus to boost their economy, but their property market has been a real problem and has been weakening in the Chinese economy. But this is a real problem. But I do expect this problem to be turning around. Sentiment could be changing, but for now, foreign investors have been having a lot of outflows. Foreign investors have been selling Chinese stocks in the recent months and during the last year as well, which reflects in a loss of confidence in the market. This has been a lot of selling pressure, and that's another reason why the Chinese stock market has been down. Even though Chinese economy has been recovered, not so fast as expected. Their growth has been around 5%. But in my opinion, this is really good for an economy as big as China. China is already a big economy, and growing 5% is really good, in my opinion. But investors were expecting them to grow, I don't know, maybe 7, 8% or even double digit. And I don't know how that could happen, but growing 5% is really good. And Chinese equities has been growing. Alibaba has been increasing their revenues and their profits, like Tencent as well. Pinduoduo has been a phenomenal, and it's basically the only company that is doing well in the stock market. But this might be over for the stock market. Chinese could be recovering, investor sentiment could be recovering as well, and with that change, that turning point happening, Chinese equities can start, or Chinese stock can start to going up a lot, and we could see Chinese market starting to stabilizing and going down and recover some valuation, because every time I look into a Chinese company, they really look really undervalued. So overall, the outlook for Chinese stocks are uncertain at the moment. There are positive signs that this moment are turning around. But of course, there are a lot of risk investing in Chinese economy, because the government, it's always uncertain, even though they are doing a lot of stimulus and trying to back up technology on China tech companies. But as an investor, you should be careful investing on China and in Chinese stocks. But I'm really bullish, and next week I will do a video talking about Chinese economy and Chinese stocks and why I'm so bullish on Chinese economy. Bear in mind, Chinese stocks and Chinese economy has been growing a lot during the last few years, and they are underperforming for the last decade the US peers, while they are growing faster and increase profits as well. So this is a bullish thesis I have on Chinese stocks, and I'll do a special video for you guys next week talking about that. So if you want to see that video, please like this video and subscribe to see the notification. So see you next time, guys.